Alright gang, welcome back to our Frugal Millionaire Challenge on Mazo. It is now December, day 1. We only utilized one day in the month of November, as you can clearly tell. And it's snowing. There's not a whole lot for us to do today, but one thing we can do and need to do is sell a lot of stuff. We have boatloads of things to sell today. So it's just a matter of us getting through all of that selling and hopefully having enough to buy a plot of land that has some wood, because as you can see, we are actually running out of wood chips finally. For the first time in a long time, we're running out of wood chips, so we need to get some wood chip stuff underway here. We need to do some wood chip stuff and, well, bring a little bit here for our heating plant, and the rest of them I'd like to sell them because it's the best time to sell those as well today. Now, my goal here today with everything that we have to sell, because we've got a lot to sell today, is to pay off the loan. If we can pay off the loan, I think we're really close at that point to finishing this series. A lot closer than you might anticipate, right? We do have a lot to pay off on the loan, to be fair, but we have $47,000 at current to our name. But we've got a lot to sell. All the stored crop that's in our silo, with the exception of maybe a little bit for the chickens and the soybeans, obviously, are all going to be sold today. So that should be a nice profit for us. Now, it's not going to be anything crazy because we are playing on hard difficulty, but nevertheless, it is going to be a nice income. It'll probably, just selling those will probably get us to a point where we can pay off, or very nearly pay off the rest of the loan. I would, well, maybe I'm probably way wrong on that, honestly, but you get what I mean. We're going to be close. We've got all that charcoal there that has to be sold today. I'm going to put a lot of things on auto selling today. I mean, a lot are going to be put on auto selling today. But there are some that have spawned that we're going to have to sell ourselves, right? So we're going to have to, you know, take those by hand and sell them. But man, I am not doing a very good job of this. Quit dumping it. Quit dumping it. I'm doing a terrible job here, gang. Bear with me. Well, I try to get some of this off the ground. It's not one to come up off the ground here, a lot of this. Alright, the rest of that I think I will just, I'll work off camera, because I'm not doing a very good job of it right now, so so I stop embarrassing myself even more than I already have. Let's work the rest of that off camera. Now these, I believe, are best in the middle of the summer. The farmer's grape juice is around now, but the fluctuation really isn't that bad, so I might end up actually just keeping the grape juice on auto-selling moving forward. The charcoal is best now. Charcoal is a huge fluctuation, so we will only be selling that in the winter months here. As you can see, December, January, best to sell it. February's not bad either, so we'll go ahead and put that on auto-selling for now. I think I need to put some more wood in there, though. I think they're out of wood. Or if they're not, they're very close, so we got to get that going. We've got canola oil. Again, best to sell now. It's dropping, so we need to get that going. Olive oil, it's not best till May, so we'll wait on the olive oil. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, so we were going to sell these three. We'll sell, I don't know, 50,000 of the wheat. Keep 7,000 for the chickens. Sell the rest of this. Sell the rest of this. Soybeans have to stay there, clearly. Yeah. So lots to do. Lots and lots to do. So let's start out first with turning everything on auto selling. Where's it at? Here it is. There is still some wood in there, but it had no more room to spawn the pallets. So we'll turn that on auto selling. When 10 o'clock comes, it should start selling them. These are fine. We still have plenty of wood in there, honestly. They're automatically on selling right now anyway, so they're fine. That's good. We're out of vegetables, so we need to get some vegetables going, really. Selling. Perfect. It's missing water, so we need to get it some water. That is a frozen lake, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get water out of that or not. We'll give it a shot. And everything else should be good, right? Everything else is all selling. Actually, no, we don't want to sell the, was it canola or was it olive? I forget. I think it was olive. I think it was olive. Let me verify that. Yes, olive is in May. Canola is now, though, so we will sell the canola. So, when 10 o'clock comes, we should have a pretty nice payday. We've got a lot of this we have to move, as you can see, but it should be a pretty nice payday. So let me get the rest of these wood chips in here, and then I'll put the fork on this, and we'll have to do a bit of a tiny little time lapse, probably, because it's probably the easiest way to do it. And get all of these pallets over to the selling point. I don't have a trailer or anything. I probably should get one. But let's just see how this goes. Let's see how long this takes. Let's see how this goes, and we'll go from there. Well, I made a bit of mess of selling some of this stuff, haven't I? But we got there for the most part. We're at $95,000. It's about ready to hit 10 o'clock. We should make a lot more money off everything that's storing in there. I should have probably not even taken anything away from the oil stuff here, but well, I did it anyway now because I'm spawning other things that are not what we want to sell, right? So Oh well. Just set that there for now. We'll leave it be until 10 o'clock hits. We'll go put this away for now. The other thing we have to sell today is we have a lot of silage to sell today as well. So, the silage should make us a pretty decent amount of money too, I think. I think silage is best around now as well. So, here's to hoping we're able to get enough money to get ourselves some kind of plot of land that'll give us a bunch of wood. Now, what we may end up doing, even though I said, you know, the first goal is to, you know, get rid of the loan, what we may end up doing is buy a plot of land that has a bunch of wood on it first. Use that money for the plot of land with the wood, and then make the money off the wood chips. That might end up being what we end up doing, but that's kind of where we're at for now, I guess is what I should say. So this should flip over here any minute. Let me just check on the chickens, make sure they have enough food. I think they do. They do not. They need food. So let's get the chickens some food real quick, so they can actually continue to produce us eggs. I didn't actually check when the best time to sell eggs is, so I need to probably look at that, but... Alright, it flipped over, 115,000. It's actually not as much as I was expecting to get, but... We don't even have enough right now, technically, to pay off the loan. I think our loan is like 130-ish thousand, 140,000, something like that, but... Oh well. It is what it is. So, let's just fill this thing up, I guess. Because that should still give us... There are a lot in there. We had 50-some thousand liters, I think, in there, if I remember correctly. I think I was already on this page. Yeah, we had plenty in there. So, let's go dump some of this into the chickens, and then we're going to take this and we're going to go sell it. Now, I don't know where the best place to sell this is. It's not going to make us all kinds of money, as you can see. It's a lot lower than what we'd like. So it's almost, I think, worth it just to go to the shop. I mean, it's a $8 difference. I mean, it's probably not even worth the gas and everything that would take us to get there. I'm going an awkward way. We're going to go through these couple of trees here. So I think, based off of that, we're just going to sell it at the shop. At our shop, I should say. Watch out, chickens, coming through. Alright, they are full again, so they should be back up to 100% health now. So we can just go ahead and start selling this stuff and hopefully make a good amount of money. Now, one thing I do want to make sure I mention is that we do have some trees we can chop down. Not over here. I said I wasn't going to do that. But the little plot of land we bought over here, it came with some trees down here. There's not many, but there are some to sell there. And I believe, I may be wrong, but I believe there's a couple, maybe 5 or 6 up here that we can chop down and sell that we didn't get to. But, I mean, it's not going to be a huge moneymaker. It's not going to be really what we're looking for. We want a plot of land that has a lot of trees on it. That's really what we want. Because we need it. We need the money. So we can pay things off and get ourselves closer to completing this series. Because we are very close, in my opinion. Not that I want the series to end, but we are very close. And we've got FS22 looming, man. It's right down the road here. It's going to be here before you know it. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be actually almost perfect. We'll leave about 2,000 liters in there. That's going to be perfect. A little bit different than of an episode than what we normally are doing, unless we are able to start doing some wood chips. I mean, we're just going to be doing a lot of selling in this episode, right? Making money, paying stuff back. I think our loan is at, yeah, it's 130, oh no, I'm sorry, 150,000. I thought it was 130,000. So, we're getting there, but we're not quite there yet. We will get there with selling all of this product, though. We will definitely be able to pay it off. It's just a matter of trying to find a plot of land. Ideally, just to kind of give you an idea, like, what I really want to buy, I want this one. It's 107,000. This one would be nice, too. One of these would be good, too, but this one has a decent amount of trees on it around the lake. We can get rid of all those around the lake. This one doesn't have a ton, but it's got trees. This is you know, an ideal situation to buy that one, because it's got so many trees. It's more trees than anything. So we'll see, right? We'll see. We'll see what we decide to go and do, but regardless, we've got still a lot of money to come from all the crops we have in here. Now, most of the money is going to come from the wheat that we're selling, but we do have, you know, another 50,000 of barley and oat to sell. So that's some nice extra profit right there. It's unfortunate. I really thought we were going to make more than we did from our productions on the auto selling. I guess there just wasn't as much in there as I expected, right? So. But how's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. I'm coming to terms with the sad news within my family. I'm not going to talk or you know, dwell on it any more than that, just because it'll make you sad. But I'm coming to grips with it. Unfortunately, it is what it is, right? It's life. Things like that happen. But when the news breaks, it's a little more difficult to swallow, I guess, right? Now, I suspect that we're only going to utilize one day here in December as well. We just really don't have a whole lot to do, and that's unless we get one of those big plots of land with all the trees. And I mean, we might, but we'll just have to see how things go. One thing I can do really quick here is do a bird's... Ooh, wait, is there anything out here? Nah, not really. Go do a bird's eye view for us. Best I can do for that of... We've got all these bales to pick up. They're all ready to sell, so we can pick all these bales up and sell them. There are a few more in here, as you can see, but not many. There's a few more. So, I mean, that'll be a nice little profit for us, technically, unless we're able to find something else to do with it, but... So, tell you what, let me get the rest of this stuff sold out of here. I'll just do a jump cut here real quick, and I'll get the rest of this... So there's not much, but it's going to be a few trips. I think there's a little bit more barley in there. Yeah, see? So it's going to be another trip of that, and then got to go to the oat, and probably 2 trips of the oat, maybe 3 trips of the oat. So let me get these sold, and then we'll see where our money ends up being at after I'm done. All right, well, after selling everything, including the pallets of canola oil, talk straight, Z. That is where we're at. $197,786. It's a lot of money. Definitely enough to pay off the loan. Definitely. Okay, right there. I couldn't remember where I put the water in. It's been so long since I had to put water in there. We should, in theory, be able to buy the plot of land that I was talking about, right? 192. Literally just enough to buy it. So I think we'll end up doing that, and then we'll utilize the Tree Devour mod to get rid of all those trees, and realistically, we will have enough money to pay off the loan today after we get rid of all of those trees. It's going to take a while, but that's realistically what we could do. Now, I could always change my mind, right? We still have all of the bales to sell today, too. We're going to sell those today, even though it's probably best next month. The prices on silage, I've talked about it before, it really doesn't fluctuate that much. So we're just going to go sell them today, since we really don't have a whole lot else to do today anyway. So we'll go sell them, and then we'll see what we get from that. Hopefully, I'm kind of hoping that that gives us enough money where we can mostly pay off the loan. And maybe, even though I said we'd pay it off today, maybe we wait until January, because again, in January, we're not going to have a whole lot to do either. It's going to be mostly doing the wood chip stuff. And then if the grass is ready to mow again, which I don't expect it will be, but if it is, we'll have that as well. But we don't have anything to do for the winter months right now, and there's nothing really out there. I mean, there's a few things, but there's nothing really out there for contracts. Well, now there's only one. There's just a plowing. So there's not really a whole lot out there for us, unfortunately, to do. Well, just run right into it, Z. Go ahead, buddy. What a dummy. All right, so let's see here. That it should be getting a lot more in there. Yeah, it's doing good. Okay. So I'm going to let this one fill up a little bit more here. Again, I'm not going to worry about maxing it out. I'll do a lot of that off camera. I think everything else is okay. They need some water too. The grapes and olives production area, they could use some water, but you know, I'm not that concerned with it right now, so I won't even worry about it. But we will do that off camera for sure. So let me just drop this here right now. Kind of in the way, but not really. I'm going to utilize this tractor to take all of the bales, even though we have our fent over there. That's what we kind of had sectioned that fent off to do, was bale work. All right, go ahead, Byron. Go ahead, buddy. It was, I guess, partially my fault that time. We won't tell him, though, right? We won't tell him. We're going to utilize this one just because I kind of want to. I like this tractor a lot, and I want to utilize it, so we're going to utilize it. Alright, looks like we got to reset this thing. Hopefully I got it right without having to go into the menu, but you never know with me. Alright, I gotta go to the menu. Ignore me. Turn that off, turn this on. Abort unloading, unload bales here, reset operating position. There we go. Ugh, it's a mess. Now, the little tiny field over there that has the wood on it that I said we were going to work on, we probably will do the wood for that today, and then whatever field it is that we end up buying, regardless if it's the one that I'm kind of wanting with all the wood on it or if it's another one, whichever one we decide, we will utilize that for probably January, since we don't have a whole lot to do in January. And hopefully that will give us the amount of money we need, really, to be damn near a point where we'll have $1 million, and then it's just a matter of us, you know, getting through the months to harvest the fields that we have, right? But if we're much further off than I'm anticipating, then, well, we're going to have to think of something else, right? We're going to figure something else out to do. Now, the other option to do here, and it's honestly a good one, is maybe not go with the one I was talking about over here, right? Maybe not go with that one, and maybe we go with this one. I talked about this one a lot. It's only 86,000. And this will allow us to expand, you know, the grass field out even more. We have another field, so we can combine these two eventually if we need to. Get rid of all of these trees. This field can be expanded as well. Maybe that's the path we go instead, since it's a little bit cheaper. Now, there isn't as many trees there. Not even close, but perhaps that's the way we go. I think it really is just going to depend on what kind of money we get out of these silage bales, right? I think that's really what it's going to boil down to for me, at least in my opinion, is if I make enough money off these silage bales to nearly pay off the loan, then we go the bigger field. If we don't, then we take the smaller field. That way we can hopefully pay off the loan. Now, I'm going to try something a little cheeky here. Cheeky. I've been saying cheeky because I've been watching the Grand Tour and Clarkson's Farm and things like that, and so I've been watching a lot of British stuff, so I got... I don't know why I said that. Anyway, I don't know if this is going to work. It probably won't, but we're going to attempt to throw some of these up here and see if we can carry these... Well, I'm probably going to get on top of the tractor. See if I can carry these there without them falling. I don't think it's going to work, but we're going to try it anyway. Well, first of all, I've got to actually get it up there, first of all, but you get what I mean. I'm going to attempt it and see what happens. I suspect when I go around a corner, they're going to come flying off, but we're going to try it. Well, I mean, we're not going to be able to get all of them, but at least we get 2 of them, maybe. Actually, I might be able to get 3 if I do this right. Come on. It won't let me do the running jump. There we go. Should we attempt 3? Let's attempt 3. May not be the best content here you're watching, but we're going to go for it anyway. Come on. You know what? We might be able to get that there. We might. I think it's going to fall. We just might be able to hold that there. In between those two like that. Maybe. Maybe. I don't think it's going to work. I honestly don't, but we're gonna attempt it. Just for shits and giggles, just see what happens here. Wish they had straps. Okay, let's give this a shot. I suspect... Yep, they're already falling. I kind of thought that was going to happen. It was worth a shot, I guess, right? We'll give it one more shot. If it doesn't work, then we're just gonna let it go. We'll just come back and pick it up later, basically. Alright, let's give it one more try. Hope for the best. And see what happens. They are all moving, so I suspect this is not going to work. I'm going to be very, very careful. Let's turn on the beacons here. I'm going to be very, very careful when I go around these corners. Very, very precise with my corner turning. And there goes Scarlet. And there they go. Okay, well, it was fun while it lasted. Let's just move these out of the way. The other two, maybe, we might get away with. Those, but, you know, that was a little bit more of a risk, the ones I put down there. Nope, there they go. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. I just wasted all of their time and your time. Oh well. I'll get these up there. Hopefully that other one stays up there. If it doesn't, we're going to have a lone bale somewhere that we'll have to pick up at some point. Let me get these to the BGA or whatever it is, whatever it's called. Walter White is being very impatient behind us. Alright, we're here. I did lose the other bale. It slid off, so it's out there somewhere. I have to go find it. I think on the way in here I saw a collectible, which I didn't even think to look through here to see if there's any collectibles here at the sell points. But I think I found one, so we're going to try to utilize it. Alright, 224, 25 grand. So yeah, not bad. Not bad. I think it was up here. I think. There's two of them up here. Well, I don't know if the horse is one or not. I'm not going to click the horse. Next time we come here, try to remember... try to remind me, gang, that there's a horse up there that we can attempt to maybe try to take. Alright, so we're at 225 grand at current. We've got those other bales that we could sell. They're not going to be worth as much money. Really, Walter? Are you kidding me? You know what? You're getting... I'm just going to climb over top of you like a monster truck. That's what you get. Dick. Don't you start nothing, Byron. Don't you start. So, we've got bales laying around, so we're going to pick them up. I think I'm just going to sell them. I mean, they've been sitting there for a while, and they're a smaller size, so I can't put them all together. That's the reason why you might be asking, well, why didn't you just, you know, just load them up with the autoloader? Well, I really can't. So, there's the one bale that fell. So let me pick up those other ones. I'll bring them back here and sell them really quick, and we'll get some money and see where we're at. All right, we're on our way. Let's, I think that horse is something you can pick up. So that's another one. I haven't seen a horse yet. So there's so many collectibles on this map. It's crazy. All right, so 3,596. Again, remember those were smaller bales than what we were selling before, so they obviously are going to be a little bit smaller. So let me get this back, and then we'll kind of make our decision here if we're going to buy the big field with all the trees on it, or if we're going to buy the smaller one with still a decent amount of trees, but less. Let's think that through. All right, gang, so I spent the money. You can see in the right-hand corner there quickly before it goes away. I spent money. I bought the smaller one. I decided to go with the smaller one because we are very near. I mean, very near to the point where we can pay off the loan right now without doing anything, right? Just buying that plot of land, and we pretty much almost can pay off the loan as it is. So I went that path, and I'm going to spend some money right now paying off most of the loan. We probably will try to pay off the whole loan today, more than likely. Let's see, pay. We'll get down to having $50,000 loan for now. I'd like, if we can get, I don't know how much we're going to get out of this, but if we can get some of this wood chopped down and make, I don't know, 40 grand, we'll pay the loan today. If we can't do it, then we'll pay part of it now and then part of it later. Hold on just a second, gang. Somebody's calling me. All right, apologies. I don't know if that was heard in the background of the microphone or not, but if it was, I apologize. Just was a spam call. Didn't even need to stop and answer it. Should just let it go to voicemail, but whatever. So, these, we are going to get rid of all of these. Every single one of these trees are going to be gone. I kind of mentioned it before. It's and we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to combine the field over there. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on how much more longer we have in the series. If we have enough time to do another drilling of the small field over here, we're going to combine it with this one here to make it bigger. It does mean we're going to cut off the access to that house back there, but I mean, we'll gloss over that, right? We'll gloss over that. All right, I can turn the beacons off now. We are out of the middle of the road. We don't need the beacons on anymore. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. I'm doing a little bit better, like I mentioned, a little bit better. Day by day, taking it day by day, right? That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Flip around here. I'm running out of room. I don't know if I can get rid of this or not. I doubt it. No, evidently I can. Just gotta find the right spot. There it is. Good. Let's flip a Yui here. We still have plenty of room. We were only at 35%. Well, it was gonna let me start cutting it, and then it says I don't have access to it. I wasn't even trying to cut it, but it was gonna let me for a minute. It started making the noise. No, this isn't going to be a huge expansion to that field over there. It's really not, but it will be a little bit more, right? So it's something. Every little bit counts. So I think what we're going to end up doing here, gang, for the rest of this episode here is we're going to get rid of these trees. Obviously, there's only a few left here, and we're done. We'll probably... Oop, did not mean to do that. We'll probably run this until we have a full load, and then we'll go sell the wood chips, get one more load of wood chips, and then we'll probably just end the episode at that point, regardless of where we are, whether we've finished and accomplished our goal of being able to pay off the loan with enough money or not. I think that's kind of where my head's at for now. So then, getting rid of this, and hopefully we can get rid of some in the other, well, hopefully we get rid of all of it in the other field. in the next episode. And if we do, that means we can work on, you know, spending some time expanding those fields in the next episode too. So that way it's not a whole lot of the same thing again, if that makes any sense, right? You guys all know, and I've mentioned it many times, and I'm sure I'll mention it many times again. I try, it doesn't always work, but I try to make sure that I change things up as much as I can every episode. There might be this series and the next series that you see, the next episode of a different series you see might be doing similar things, but if you're just watching the series in order, you're not doing the same thing, back to back. Now, granted, that's a little bit, I guess it's a little bit subjective, right? Because, I mean, sometimes you're going to be harvesting no matter what. You harvest one crop, but you harvest another crop the next episode, but you get what I mean. We're still not harvesting the exact same crop, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Maybe that makes sense, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. We're almost full here. I'll probably go ahead and get that small little tree here, and we're going to say that this is full, even though technically it probably has more room. I just don't want to overdo it. I don't want to waste a tree, because, we're out of room. If that makes sense, right? So, let's go sell this and see what kind of money we get. Oh, there's a tree there. I should bring that back over. We also need to work on taking some of these trees over to our productions, specifically the charcoal and a little bit probably to the sawmill. They still have about 30-something thousand in the sawmill, but the charcoal only had like 1,000 liters, I think. So we probably need to work on carrying a few trees over here. It will be a little bit of an annoyance, but regardless, we probably need to work on that too, just to make sure they have stuff to continue to make us extra money, right? Well, that didn't take any time at all, did it, gang? I'm pretty confident here, gang, that this series is going to be closing out in the next probably 6 episodes, I would expect. Well, maybe. I don't want to just end it with without having I'm gonna leave that there. I think that's good enough. We're gonna go with that. I don't know why it was unloading there. That was weird, but okay, whatever. It's unloading there. There's a little bit there. I don't think I mentioned at the beginning, but I could not get it up. It's like stuck on like a hill or something that it won't allow me to pick it up no matter what I do. So I'm gonna have to get like a shovel or something, I think, to get that. But okay, evidently now I'm unloading it into that. Okay, well, whatever. I'd rather it be in there anyway. Reason 4 is because I can actually utilize that to dump into our production over there. So, quick save. But we have enough money now to pay off the loan, as you can see. So we're going to do that right now. Let's just get rid of it. That way we don't have to worry about it anymore. The loan is gone. We have paid off the loan, and we're still selling wood chips. So many wood chips. Wood chips are king, man, I'm telling you. I said that a number of episodes ago. They are. They really are. Alright. Probably a bit of a shorter episode. I really didn't look, honestly, but I would suspect that it's a little bit of a shorter episode. Excuse me. So, yeah. We're going to leave the episode there, gang. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button if you're new. It's free, helps me a ton. Thanks so very much to all of you who have been very kind to me about the unfortunate upcoming sad news about a direct family member, a very close family member to me. So, thank you all very much for that. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your continued support. And until next time, I'll catch you all in this next episode.